My fiancée texted, "I found someone better, we're done." I replied, "As you wish." The I froze her cards, canceled the wedding, and sent her $115K. 1 week later, her attorney was frantically calling me. I was at a work conference in Chicago when I got the text from Jennifer. We'd been engaged for 8 months, wedding planned for June. The text came through at 2 in the afternoon while I was sitting in a boring presentation about quarterly sales projections. The message was short and brutal. "I found someone better, we're done. Don't try to contact me. I'm already moving my stuff out." I stared at my phone for maybe 30 seconds. Then I typed back, "As you wish," and went back to watching the presentation. My coworker next to me asked if I was okay because apparently my face had gone completely blank. I told him my engagement just ended via text message. He looked horrified, but I honestly felt nothing. Maybe I was in shock. The thing is, Jennifer had access to everything. My credit cards, my bank account, even my investment portfolio. We were getting married, so 6 months ago I'd added her as an authorized user on all my accounts. She said it made her feel secure, like we were really building a life together. I trusted her completely. Big mistake. The second that conference ended, I drove straight home instead of staying for the networking dinner. Took me 4 hours to get back. When I walked into our apartment, it was half empty. She'd taken her clothes, her books, the coffee maker I bought her for Christmas, even the fancy blender we got as an engagement gift from my parents. But here's what she left behind. The $15,000 engagement ring I custom designed, all the wedding planning binders we'd spent months working on, and receipts. So many receipts. I'd been paying for everything wedding related because Jennifer said she wanted to save her money for our honeymoon fund. The venue deposit, $12,000. The catering down payment, $18,000. Her custom wedding dress, $8,000. Flowers, photographer, DJ, invitations, all of it. I'd spent $115,000 on a wedding that was supposed to happen in 3 months. I sat down at my kitchen table and made a list of everything I needed to do. First, I called my bank and had them remove Jennifer as an authorized user on every single account. Froze the credit cards she had access to. Changed all my passwords. My banker asked if everything was alright and I just said my engagement ended and I needed to protect my assets. He understood immediately. Next, I started canceling. Called the venue and explained the situation. They were actually pretty cool about it. Said they'd been in business 20 years and seen this happen before. I lost the deposit, but at least I wouldn't owe the remaining balance. Same with the caterer, the photographer, most of the vendors. I was out maybe $35,000 in non-refundable deposits, but I saved myself from paying the other $80,000. Then I did the math. Added up every receipt, every deposit, every payment I'd made for the wedding. Wrote it all down in a spreadsheet with dates and amounts. Printed everything out and took it to my lawyer buddy Chris. Told him the whole story. He laughed when I finished and said, "You want to send her a bill?" "Absolutely," I said. Chris drafted up an official-looking invoice for $115,000. Listed every expense, included copies of all receipts, added interest for good measure. We sent it certified mail to Jennifer's new address, her mom's house across town. For a week, nothing happened. I figured she probably just threw it away and laughed. Then on day 8, my phone rang from a number I didn't recognize. I answered and this stressed-out voice said, "This is attorney Patricia Marshall calling on behalf of Jennifer Rodriguez. We need to discuss this invoice you sent." I put her on speaker. "Discuss what exactly?" She started going on about how the bill was ridiculous, that gifts given during an engagement aren't legally recoverable, that I was harassing her client. I let her finish. Then I calmly explained that I had text message proof that Jennifer ended the engagement, that all the wedding expenses were in my name only, and that I was simply requesting reimbursement for costs incurred for a wedding she canceled. The attorney went quiet. Then she asked if I'd be willing to settle. I said sure, I'd take $60,000 and we could call it even. She said she'd call me back. 2 days later, Jennifer's mom called me crying. Apparently Jennifer had been bragging to everyone about finding a rich new boyfriend who promised her a better life. Turns out that boyfriend was married and ghosted her the second things got complicated. Now Jennifer was broke, unemployed, and living in her childhood bedroom. Her mom begged me to drop the bill, said Jennifer made a mistake and was suffering enough. I told her I'd drop it to $40,000 final offer. Jennifer's family ended up selling her car and borrowing money from relatives to pay me back. I got a check for $40,000 3 weeks later with no note attached. Used that money to buy myself a truck I'd been wanting for years. Best breakup gift I ever got.